Good morning. I'm Rhonda Howard, the Prevention Coordinator at New Beginnings Sexual Assault Support Services. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. Today is an exciting day for me because I get to introduce our Community Green Dot program. Green Dot is a nationally recognized strategy focused on preventing power-based personal violence, such as sexual violence, domestic or partner violence, child abuse, and harassment. The strategy is based on the belief that each of us hold power as bystanders to actively prevent violence and change our community norms. I think it's important that today we connect to the reality that people all around us have experienced these types of violence. 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually assaulted before they turn 18. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced domestic violence. And Kentucky continues to lead the nation in child abuse and neglect. With numbers like these, we need to do something to stop our community members from being hurt. If you've seen our mural downtown, it says, "Be the change." That means if you want to change things for the better, you have to do your part. Change happens when enough people decide they must do something and they take action. You may be thinking right now, well, what can I do about all this? So I need you to take a moment to visualize a map of our community. Imagine the buildings, the streets. Think about the places you go with your friends and family, where you go for work or where you go for fun. Now imagine each time someone makes a single choice to use their words or actions to hurt someone, a small red dot appears on our community map. A red dot is the moment it takes to hit someone. A red dot is a caregiver neglecting a child in their home. A red dot is threatening someone with your words or action in person or online. A single red dot is just a small choice someone makes to hurt someone else. But when enough red dots add up on our map, we support a culture with unacceptable rates of violence. But what if among all those red dots on our community map, a single green dot appears? A green dot is something we can do to stop red dots from happening. It's using our words and actions to intervene and let someone know violence is not okay. A green dot is making the choice to check on a friend who may be in a controlling relationship. A green dot is calling 911 when you hear your neighbors fighting and you think someone's being harmed. It's giving someone a ride home, telling someone, hey, calm down. It's talking to a friend about violence prevention or just posting a green dot story on social media. When enough of us do our part, the green dots will outnumber the red dots and less people in our community will be hurt. And in the end, Green Dot will create a community that believes violence of any kind is not okay and we all must do our part to reduce it. And here's the most important part. People will stop hurting others because they will know here in Owensboro, we've got each other's backs. New Beginnings is proud to be implementing this program. We already have 2 amazing organizations that have trained their staff and are ready to create a safer community. But we want and we need to train as many places as possible around our city. If you want to know more about how Green Dot works, New Beginnings offers this training free of charge to groups, businesses, or organizations. If we as a community commit to this, Owensboro will become one of the first cities in Kentucky with community members who have skills and are ready to reduce violence. No matter who you are, you can be part of the solution. Be the change you want to see around you by adding your green dots to our community map and putting an end to violence. Join me and New Beginnings in making Owensboro a green dot city. So to help you do that, this past year, we have been working on a Green Dot documentary to share with our community. We wanted to capture where Green Dot started and how far it has come in working to reduce violence across Kentucky. I am so excited to let you all enjoy a short preview of our documentary, Green Dot Kentucky, Be the Change.
The initial number started out looking like it was 50%, and the more that we tested the variables, the research finally settled on it was 17 to 21% that we had reduced sexual violence, but not only rape, which was the initial perpetration of rape is what we were trying to prevent, but we also prevented domestic violence, dating violence, sexual harassment, and bullying, which we had put some questions in there about that, hoping against hope that we might do some good there too. And sure enough, we did.
Can I keep my head above water? My head above water. Can't keep my head above water. Head above water.
Child abuse, domestic violence, those kind of situations, statistically, is very high in the state of Kentucky, one of the highest in the nation. Whenever you have a program like Green Dot that's implemented in the community, then you really have the opportunity to change that statistic because you have more people who can become involved before a domestic violence or a child abuse or elder abuse or any of those situations could occur. So having this program in our community can hopefully, and I think in time, it will lower those statistics and hopefully take Kentucky off of that top of the list. I believe Green Dot should be a way of life for everyone, just as the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. But Green Dot extends that to do unto others as you would have them to do unto you and everyone you love, because you wouldn't want someone to harm your family member, or your friend, or your spouse.
It's uncomfortable sometimes for people to kind of step up and say, that's not right, that's not cool, I need to help this person. And I think that Green Dot just really gives kids the tools to be able to more comfortably do that. It's a lot easier sometimes just to walk on by and keep your head down than to jump in, because when you jump in, then you risk, you run the risk of, something happening to you or someone, giving you backlash as a result of jumping in as a bystander. And I think that, people just need to know that that's what we should be doing for each other, being respectful and helpful of each other.